Banelings with Centrifugal Hook. Here comes round 2, and RedArchon is going to completely get focused down here. The Banelings are swinging into the Marines, and right now the Mutalists are going to completely clean up. They're actually going to lose quite a bit of Mutas over here because there are no more Zergling support, but look at that. Glade survives with 9 Mutas, and remember, Zerglings are dirt cheap. You can reproduce them, no problem.
You know what's the funny thing? If you look at RedArchon base now, he has exactly the same army, same amount of army he has as when he pushed. So he's like, man, doesn't matter. I'm just gonna review my army. He has like the exact same amount of army he had maybe like 20 seconds ago.
No, but I think that was super effective because essentially Glade has 3 bases. Well, 2.5 right now, like 2.2, and he's gonna transfuse his hatchery. I do like that. But what he basically did was he's like, okay, Glade, you have 3 bases, but I'm not giving you 6 gas. And
this looks like our grand final match, actually.
Yeah, I mean, both these players are playing phenomenally. Glade was just basically macroing in his base. A little bit of a misclick there. Does sacrifice 1 Muta for the Swarm. But, I mean, Glade still has full map control. The Terran, oh, he cannot let the Terran get this gold. Because the Terran, I mean, the Terran basically said, okay, fine, you're on 3 base, but you cannot mine from it, you cannot gas from it. And he's actually able to almost try to pick out a siege tank there, but right now, I mean, Glade sees everything, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Glade just make a ton of Zergling Mutas. Muta Ling, and actually made quite a lot of Banelings, and just make this big push into the pantry.
You have to know that Glade is actually behind in resource count right now because the Terran does have Mew, and he has 70 Harvesters, and Glade only has 58 Harvesters, which is not really looking good for the Zerg player right now. Ooh. And his third base is not saturated at all because he's forced to pump up a lot of units just to defend early on. He's gonna want to take down this engineering bay that is hidden behind the fog right now. But I mean, what Archon can do right now, he's gonna morph into a planetary fortress on his goal. He can just drop Mew down on his goal. He's gonna have so much money. He can build so much Marines. Here comes the maybe third push from the Terran player. He has maybe 4 tanks and a lot of Marines. Nice. He's gonna go straight. Now he doesn't even care to go up the creep. He's gonna go straight for the third base because it's half-life. And there you see the queen. He's gonna lose his 2 queens out on the base right now. He's gonna migrate all his drones off. I think Glade is kind of choking up at the moment because he's not playing his best. I don't really see him playing normally.
Well, I don't know about that, but it was basically a brilliant trade. Basically, Glade is like, okay, that base is almost dead. I would trade a normal base for a gold base, and he took out so many of the SCVs. He actually evened the SCV count over there. So while Glade saved all his SCVs, he saved all his drones at his third. Basically, RedArchon has been losing at least 20 SCVs to the Mutant Harass. He is going to get missile turrets up right now. And, I mean, these mutants are doing their job. They are getting map control. They do have the very, very critical +1 missile attacks, because +1 missile attacks is so critical. He's actually able to almost two-shot this missile turret, and there we go. And the thing is yes, this is not really killing SCVs, but it is keeping RedArchon on his toes. It's forcing him to stay on Marines and to deal with the mutas, and he knows that once he gets enough gas, which is what he's trying to do here, he's trying to get as much gas as possible, once he gets enough gas, he's just going to be able to make a ton of Banelings and crush on the Marines.
I think a Terran player is probably going to go, he should probably go for Thor right now. That's going to be super effective. He already has the armory, so I would foresee him going for Thor, but I would like to see him actually upgrading his vehicle weapon since he's going such heavy siege Marine build. Instead of only upgrading his Marines, he should also upgrade his unit from factory, which he's doing right now. He's actually going for Thor right there, and Glade has taken 2 expansions at the same time, one at the 3 o'clock position and one at the his second natural, so he's probably going to put on a hatch on his goal if he can afford it. But looking at the unit count and army size, they're pretty even, but I would say RedArchon is actually ahead in this game. He's almost totally mined out in his first base though, so is Glade, so it's gonna be quite good as they translate into late game.
Well, you see, the thing is this army composition it's gonna come down to the Baneling placement. Actually able to snipe out 2 tanks there, and right now the flock of mutants is just getting so huge. Even if you had 4s, you wouldn't be able to magic box set enough.
No, you know, right? I always believe, right? Once you have a certain amount of mutant on the map, I mean, of course you need to have other stuff, but once you have a certain amount of mutant on the map against a Terran player, it's gonna be really easy for you because Muta are so mobile. Their mobility is so high. You're gonna be able to. I mean, the point of having so many Mutas is to. He took down a Thor pretty easily. The point of having so many Muta is to disrupt the economy of the Terran player, which Glade is doing right now. He can actually. Here comes a push from the Terran player though.
This could be really bad. RedArchon is gonna be pincered in from the south. by Zergling Baneling. There's going to be Mutas swinging in from the north. He's just waiting for his Mutas. RedArchon is splitting his Marines very, very wisely. The thing is, he's taking down the third base once again. And, I mean, this is brilliant. I mean, RedArchon knows that, okay, I take it out, I get out of here, and it's going to be up to Glade to see if he's going to be able to intercept this army as they do get back. He might be actually able to pick off the slower. And here he comes. He is going to go for the reinforcements. The tanks are not siege. The Banelings are splashing away.
Cut out of position. This is one chance because he's behind on economy. He needs to win this fight for sure. But there's so many Marines. He doesn't dare to go into his Muta because the Muta will get annihilated by the Marines, and also the Banelings will just get bursted by really easily by the Marines. So the thing right now is look at how saturated the goal is, and Archon has almost double the economy of what Glade has, and Glade is falling behind on minerals, and he is so poor. He really needs an extra base right now.
Glade's being super smart about this. He knows RedArchon is probably as low as he is. He's going to immediately, basically, four-shot that command center because he just has so many Mutas. And looking on the units tab, we do see three Thors by RedArchon. So RedArchon is making the right counter to the mass Mutas. But the thing is Thors are just going to die very, very quickly to Zerglings. It's really going to come down to if ZVP is all about force field placement. In ZVT, it's all about Baneling placement. You know, if the Banelings are going to be able to land a good splash onto the Marines, then this game is over. But there's a complete massive army of Marines coming to the fourth base, and actually this might cost Glade the game because this is pretty much his only mining expansion, and the hatchery practically vaporizes instantly. And here comes the Banelings. Oh, this is actually a really good chance for Glade to win the game. All the Marines are bunched up. All the Marines are splashing. All the Marines are going down. And
but the Thors are taking out Mutalis though. He says GG. He's gonna quit. Oh, that was so exciting. Glade lost to RedArchon again.
Well, no,
I think he's not underestimating his opponent at all. He's like trying so hard to win the game. You can see he's struggling. He has no money at all. Almost half the game, and he lost his base like 3 times.
No, but I think the main thing is
you know how RedArchon won? He basically just went Marine Siege.
No, he went Marine Siege with 6 Thors. 6 Thors, man, at the last battle, and the Thors were the one that killed all the Mutas because basically Glade was microing the Mutas to kill the tanks, so the tanks wouldn't kill the Banelings, and then the Banelings were just chasing the Marines. All the tanks died, and then there were like 4 Thors that were like, Thors here, and then all the Mutas died. So that's Glade's entire army. He has no bases, and he was forced to tap out. So I'm going to invite our Chinese caster once again. So big prop up to them.
Well, he really has to win this, otherwise he's out of the tournament. Put my keyboard on my head. No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, we're gonna go right now. We're gonna go back into the game.
Alright, and enjoy the intro once again, guys.
This has been a win. The King of Champions. The last one's done in his Cuban. He does the job that he needs to do. Get that flag on the exit. Absolutely brilliant.
We just witnessed the greatest moment in WoW history as an esport. It was absolutely incredible.
Overcome the biggest team to win the Intel Extreme Masters.
Once again, we are having FXO here in Shakura's Plateau, and he is going to be at the 2 o'clock position, and oh no, RedArchon is here in the 10 o'clock position, and this could spell a lot of trouble for our Zerg hero, because this is actually probably the worst spawn position for Zerg, and actually once RedArchon spots where mOOnGLaDe is, he's going to be super happy. What do you think, Kelly?
Okay, he cannot make the same mistake twice. He cannot kill the Backrocks and then allow the... This happened in GSL, okay? This happened for Hydra versus Jinro. Hydra actually took down the his Backrocks, and Jinro exploited the fact that he took down the Backrocks and just went for pure Marines and just killed Hydra.
The thing is what the Terran is so fantastic at doing is they could actually wall this off really, really quickly and then just build 2 base tank and then slow push your tanks forward, because once you get tanks here, here, and here, and here, you form this natural choke because of this ramp. and all you need is either a barracks or a mid-vac to spot for you, and you can basically slow push your way into the Zerg space. And because it's so narrow, the Zerg's mobility is absolutely nullified. So, I mean, that's why I really